Welcome to Storytime with Aguyo. Our story today is called The Magic Well. I hope that you enjoy it. Apio and Adongo were sisters, but they were different as the sun and the moon. Apio was loud and funny. She loved colorful dresses and braided her hair with bright beads that clicked when she danced. She had a laugh that filled the whole house. Adongo was quiet and wise. She liked sitting under trees, thinking deep thoughts. She did not have many friends, but she always noticed everything around her. Even though they were sisters, they did not get along very well. Adongo thought their parents loved Apio so much more. She thought Apio got more gifts, more hugs, and more love than she did. "She's just a noisy peacock," Adongo would say. "And you're just a shy fox," Apio would snap back. They fought over toys, clothes, and even who got the bigger slice of the cake. Their parents and their grandmother grew very sad watching them argue all the time. One day, Grandma had an idea. When they visited her, she said, "I'm feeling very sick. The only thing that can heal me is a cup of water from the enchanted well across the river Chanzo." "But," Grandma warned, "the well is protected by fairies. Only those with pure hearts can fetch the water, and the journey is long and full of danger." The sisters looked at each other. They did not want to go together, but they loved Grandma more than anything. So they set off. The forest was dark and full of strange noises. They heard lions roar, elephants trumpet, and hyenas laugh. Far away, two glowing tiger eyes blinked at them. Apio trembled. "Let's go back." Adongo shook her head. "Grandma needs us. We must be brave." They thought hard, and then Adongo had an idea. "Let's jump from bush to bush." But Apio had a better idea. She gathered the leaves and branches and made a leafy coat. They huddled together under the coat, matching their steps. As Apio whispered the counts, Adongo kept watch. Step by step, they crept through the forest. Soon, they reached a wide open marsh. Their leafy coat would no longer hide them. Just then, a tiny fairy fluttered down. "I will help you," she said, "if you answer my riddle." Apio's mouth dropped open. She did not know the answer, but Adongo smiled and answered it very quickly. Apio stared. She never knew Adongo could be so quick and clever. The fairy clapped her hands. "Crawl low, and I will light the way for you." They crawled through the tall grass, and the fairy glowing above them like a little moon. At last, they reached the river. It was wide and deep. A hippo floated on one side, a crocodile tail splashed on the other side. "No way we are swimming," Apio gasped. They sat and thought hard. Then Adongo said, "Remember the fairy's song?" Apio nodded and began to sing it in her bright, happy voice. Adongo clapped along. Soon, another fairy appeared, swirling in the air. "Your song is so lovely," the fairy laughed. "I'll carry you across if you sing me another." Apio sang her heart out, and Adongo clapped to the beat. The fairy's wings grew wide, and the sisters climbed onto her back. Over the river, they flew until at last they reached the enchanted well. It shimmered with 1,000 colors. Together, they dipped the gourd into the sparkling water. The fairy flew them back to the forest's edge, where their leafy coat waited. From there, they tiptoed all the way to Grandma's house. Grandma was waiting with a big smile. "You did it!" she shouted, hugging them both tight. As the sisters told their story, they laughed at how different they were and how those differences had saved them. Apio's bright ideas and Adongo's quiet wisdom had saved them. They had needed both to complete their journey. That day, they realized something very important. Their parents did not love one more than the other. They just loved them for who they were. From then on, Apio and Adongo shared their toys, their secrets, and even their cakes. And they never called each other peacocks or fox again. I hope that you enjoyed our story. Have a wonderful time. Bye.